Samara? She's here till December.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Miss Lori, I'll be right back. I just realized that I goofed Josh's Zoom up here for a second. I'll be right back with you.
Hi, Ellie.
well, wait, she's
Hi,
7.
Miss Lori.
Miss Lori, I'll
Hi.
Hi, Ethan.
What about Chloe Luke?
I saw your mother earlier.
Can Chloe Luke buy books?
Oh, and there she can.
I'm still
I
here.
think you look happier, Christina. Are you feeling better?
Yes, I can move. Hey, Enoch.
Where's
Hi.
he? Oh, there he is. Hi, Enoch.
Hi.
Hi, Tamia.
Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it some later, at a later date. Let me get back. I've got to get this Mary girl.
Medicare law.
Did somebody ask a question? We'll give it a minute or two and then we will begin. If you're here as a student, I have given you permission to change your name. So if you could change your name so we can get to know you. Some of you we know, like Ellie.
Shelly's spitting over there.
Hi, Mrs. Hall.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Are you outside enjoying the great outdoors or is that just a background?
That's just a picture. It's a background of where we go camping. It's my favorite.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
Thanks. Let's see. I'm looking here.
Gonna give one more minute. They're still coming in, so I'm gonna I'm going to wait for the doorbell to come there.
West.
Hi, Daniel.
Hello.
Hi, Dane. Daniel. Okay, give me just a second. I think I'm going to try to silence the doorbell. There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back for the 25-26 school year. Is everybody excited for school to begin? Yeah, we're all excited. We're so excited. Chai, is that a yes or a kind of? Good. All right. We are all so excited. I can't believe how fast summer went. Did your summer fly? Mine did too. Seems like we were just getting out for the summer, and here we are back again. We are going to begin with prayer this morning, and then I'm going to introduce the teachers. We've got some new faces, and they're going to tell you what they're teaching. And then Miss Bonnie has got a presentation for us. So, if you will bow your heads. Dear Father, we are so thankful for new beginnings and new school years and for each of these students that are here. We thank you for keeping us safe, and we ask you to be with us in this year and to help us make it the best one ever. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay. So, Miss Bonnie, I'm just going to start with you.
All right.
You will just let them know what you teach.
Yes, I teach high school, actually. Sadly, not anything middle school this year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking you were doing middle school. You're right. Okay.
I wish.
Maybe, we never know. Okay, Mrs. Norwood.
Okay, I'm Miss Norwood. For some of you have had me before. I teach ASL for middle school, and ASL stands for American Sign Language. And I'm looking forward to seeing those who are coming back. I'm looking forward to seeing you and looking forward to seeing some new students as well.
All right, Mrs. Hall. Uh-oh, you're muted.
There. Hi.
Hi.
I
Hi, I
teach.
didn't know if I should talk or not, so I just muted myself.
Yeah, I did too. So, and I unmute. It's a common problem for all of us. I teach sixth grade, seventh grade, and eighth grade social studies. So we will be delving into the past and learning about past cultures and the history of our country, just depending on which grade that you're in. And I am really looking forward to working with all of you and those that I've had before. It was so good to see your faces here, and we're going to have a great year. Welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Hall. Okay, Mrs. Pettibone. Mrs. Pettibone's got an advertisement for you.
Yes, of course, I always have an advertisement. Guten Tag. My students call me Frau Pettibone.
There's nothing whole sitting in the pelvis.
Just a second, I'm going to have you mute yourself. Okay, you're going to have to unmute yourself, Miss Pettibone.
Okay, here we go. So, guten Tag. My student call me Frau Pettibone. I teach German at Sycamore. I teach not elementary this year, but middle school and high school. And I try to use an immersion approach to language. That means we're going to start speaking and listening to German right from the beginning. And I would recommend, if you have not chosen a foreign language yet, to do so. It doesn't have to be German. Sycamore also offers Spanish and French and sign language. The younger you start learning a language, the easier it is. So, if you're interested in languages at all, I would recommend choosing one while you're still in middle school instead of waiting until you're in high school, because it will come much easier.
Thank
So
you.
that's my advertisement.
All right, I liked it. Thank you. And now Miss Taylor is one of our, oops, just a second, one of our new teachers.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. Yes.
Perfect. I was having issues with my mic yesterday, so I'm glad to hear that it's doing okay. So I'm new to Sycamore this year, and I teach 7th and 8th grade math. I might be teaching some high school math, just kind of wherever the wind takes me. But I will be teaching coding, so if you're interested in for middle school, it would be an intro to programming. So the first semester we'll kind of do some block coding, which you may have done already. It's kind of a fun little thing to start off. And then the last half of the semester, we'll do some Python coding, which is more high-level programming. And then if you're interested in taking programming in high school, we'll have a gaming design program that you can take as well. And then I will also be teaching website, but I believe that's for high school. That's what I have it marketed as right now. So if you're interested in taking the intro programming, definitely get in it now, and then you can take some more fun, higher level stuff next year or whenever you get in high school.
Thank you, Taylor. Okay, Mrs. Miller. Did you know you were going to be spotlighted?
No, I
We're just
Hello,
asking
hi.
what are you teaching this year?
Sorry. Yes, so I'll be teaching. You can hear me, guys, right?
We can hear you.
Okay, fine. So I'll be teaching language arts in middle school and then also for high school. Most of you already know me, so I'm excited to see you again this year.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Miller. Uh-oh. Okay, did I miss any teachers? I think I got you all. Okay. So now Miss Bonnie is going to have a presentation for us.
All right. Well, it is time for school, almost, this coming Tuesday. And in order to go to online school, you have to have some things that you don't have to have in a regular classroom. So we're going to cover that today first. And then we're going to talk about the right things and the not so right things to do if you're on Zoom. So here we go. All
And
right.
let me just tell them. So guys, she's going to be sharing a screen. So if you go to the top of the Zoom screen, you'll be able to see her screen. There's also a tab for meeting. So go to the one that shows her screen so you can see the screen that she's sharing. Go ahead.
All right. So obviously, if you're going to be online, you have to have a device. That's kind of like not negotiable. If you want to come to class, you have to have something to come to class on. And this is not the best thing to come to class on. A cell phone is not the best thing to come to class on for lots and lots and lots of reasons. A laptop or a desktop. Yes, you need a computer of some sort. So what should it be like? This presentation was done a long time ago by somebody that's very techie, much more techie than I was or am. And she said 8 gigabytes was a minimum. However, she runs hers on 16 gigabytes. That's double. So the faster it is, the higher the number, The more gigabytes you have, the better you'll be able to do things and do things quickly and not have glitches and so forth. Not Windows 10s. You need 7, 8, 9, 11 or higher for Windows, and for Macs 10.10 or later. You also have to be able to connect to the internet and have a high quality video. 60 kilobytes per second minimum. And just so you guys know, if you don't get all this, it's okay. We learn as we go, and teachers will cover things that you need as well. So the system requirements for Zoom: if you take your cell phone and you scan that little QR code right there, it will take you to what it takes to run Zoom. And obviously that's what we're on now. So you have to have something that is big enough to run Zoom. But that's not the only thing. You also have something that's big enough to run Bright Thinker and Zoom at the same time. So the Internet Bandwidth Testing website is this QR code. And again, if you want to scan that, please do so. And it will take you right to the site, and you can find out how fast your net is. All right, ready? Away we go. You have to have a camera. And there are cameras, and then there are cameras. This camera is a pretty good camera. It's an external camera. I can take it off of my computer and show you things, and show you things on the wall, and show you things in a book and so forth, but it's a good quality camera. If I were to unplug it, and I'm not going to because it kind of messes up my microphone when I do, it would look different and it wouldn't be nearly as good. Your camera needs to work. Students, teachers need to see your face, because if you're going like, we know you got it, and if you're going like, then we know you don't have it. It's a teacher thing. So please, please make sure that we can see your face. You also need a good working microphone and speaker. So if you're taking German with Ms. Pettibone, Frau, I didn't say that right. Frau, I'm not sure. Pettibone. You probably want a pretty good headset with speaker, because it matters to hear well when you're taking a language of any kind, whether it's Spanish or German or French or whatever else. You also need a good printer and be able to connect to it, and to have ink and paper, because a printer is awesome. But if you have no ink and you have no paper, you still can't print. So print ink, print paper, and printer. You need the ability to share your screen. You've seen us sharing screen back and forth here already. And you need the ability to be able to annotate on it. So Chromebooks, really, just please don't do that. It doesn't work. There are students that have struggled through the year. Sometimes they can see my screen, sometimes they can't. They can't annotate. If you have a math teacher that likes to see you do your work on the board, they can't see that because you can't annotate. There are lots and lots and lots of times that teachers will ask you to annotate. So go for it. Show me that you can annotate. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh, there's 1, 2. All right, fill it up. Fill it up. Also show me that you can erase. I see all the scribbles. Please erase. Erase, 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 erase. So I'm hoping that everybody has participated in that, but If not, put your name up there. Do something. And if there's anybody that cannot annotate on my screen, please tell me right now. Listening. Just unmute and tell me. If you cannot annotate, tell me right now. Please, please.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment with the instructions of how to annotate.
Okay. So did you get it figured out?
How do you annotate?
Okay. So at the bottom of your screen, you're going to take your cursor and you're going to hover over it. And when you do that, there'll be a little green bar that pops up and a little thing that looks like a pencil that says annotate. You click on that thing and then you should be able to annotate. And once you've figured out how to get there, there are all sorts of cool things that you can do. You can, if you're the teacher, erase everything all at once. You can erase things one at a time, like that. And you can also do all sorts of cooly little stamp sorts of things. So as long as you know that you can annotate, then we don't have a problem, and you can practice that with your teachers in class. All right, now I'm going to ask you to stop annotating and erase what you've put up there. And I hope that that was supposed to be hello, because I only got the first 3 letters of that. All right. Can you please erase? Show me you can erase. And now, refrain, tie your hands up, sit on them, do something, no more annotation for the moment. Here we go. All right. So in review, it says 8 gigabytes, but really, y'all, I think it needs to be a whole lot more than that these days. If you can get more, please get more. Camera. Speaker. Microphone. Printer with paper and what else did I say? Paper and what? Somebody unmute and tell me. Paper and
Ink.
ink. Yes.
Ink.
And be able to annotate. So no Chromebooks. There are some notebooks and some other things. You're better off with a computer. Really, you're better off with a computer. All right. Computers to avoid, Chromebooks. And that computers that don't meet the rest of the things that we just covered. An iPad allows a participant to annotate, but an iPad only allows other participants to annotate when sharing a portion of the user's screen and allowing annotation. You really are just better off to have the computer. So we use a platform called Bright Thinker. And so all of your classes, not all of your classes, many of your classes will be embedded there. When you go to Sycamore Academy, you should find a whole bunch of classes that you're going to be taking. You can click on one of those to see what activities you need to complete once school starts. Right now, they probably don't have anything for you to do. You can probably find out your teacher. Sometimes there's information that you might need on the landing page. But once school starts, that's where you're going to be going. Click on those. This is really important, parents and students alike. This little bar graphy sort of looking icon right there is your ticket to knowing whether your assignment actually got submitted when you hit send. It is not, repeat, not about those little green checks that Bright Thinker shows you. Those mean that you have opened the assignment. It does not mean that you have completed it or that you have submitted it. Please don't make that mistake. Every year, students are going, well, it says it's done. This does not mean it's done. It just means that it's been opened. So instead, please go here, bing, 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 right there, okay? And click on that little bar graphy thing. And when you do that, you're going to see what your teacher has told you. If there's a little talk box looking thing like that, you just click on that little talk box and your teacher will say, yes, good job, yay! Or good so far, but you need to add this and this and this and this and this to improve your grade. Or your current grade is this, come and see me if you need to improve. All kinds of things. Please, oh, please read them. It takes time to type in those little talk boxes, y'all. It does. And we do that for your benefit. If you don't read them, does it matter that we typed in them? Well, I guess maybe for our own satisfaction, but it's really for you that we do that. So please, please, please read them. It will tell you your current score. It will show you if things are actually turned in or not. So if it's turned in, it would show up as a little black thing with a page turned over. If it's graded, it will show up as a percent. If it's not graded, you'll just know that it's this and the teacher has not graded it yet, but you'll see it as a page with a dog ear on it saying, yes, it's turned in. And then you'll know, yep, it's in there. All right. If you click the status column, it will show your submission went through, if you need to redo your work, if you have teacher comments on your submission, or if your work still needs to be graded. And this right here is the talk box that I told you about. This chasing arrow gives you a redo. It means that something's happened and you really needed to do something different. And so your teacher has given you a retry to go back and redo your work. And this one right here is a little dog-eared thing that says, yep, my assignment is in there. And that one shows you that it's been graded by the teacher. If you submit your work in a Google document of any kind, whether that's Google Slides or Google Docs or Google anything, you have to give your teacher permission to open it because Google's pretty private and doesn't want people opening things that they shouldn't be opening. But I'm guessing that if you've submitted your work, you probably want your teacher to open it and grade it. I cannot tell you how many times I'm late at night going crazy, grading, and I get to somebody and it's the Google Doc and it says, you don't have permission to view this document. And I go, really, I like Google Docs. I think that they're good things because they'll change as you make changes to them. However, please, if you're going to put it in a Google Doc, give your teacher permission to open it up. All right. Now, when you do that, you should see anyone with a link can view. Anyone with a link can view. So once you have given your teacher permission, you should see that. And I'm sure that your teachers will be helping you out with this too. And if you're first time, and don't panic, it's okay. Everybody has a learning curve and your teachers are right there to help you. Your classmates are often right there to help you. They can share their screen and say, oh, look, this is what I do when I submit my work. It'll be all right. All right. And now, onwards and forwards, Zoom, etiquette, and tips. You mean there are things that you should do on Zoom and not do on Zoom? Yes, that's what I'm saying. First of all, to just get us going right out of the gate, only one person talks at a time. Annotate on my screen and write the number 1. Show me that you're listening. Some people are listening. How many people are talking at a time? Get them up there.
1.
There we go. All right, thank you. All right, and you can stop annotating. Thank you very much. One person talks at a time. The class that was the talkiest, it took, I don't know, a quarter of a year maybe for us to understand that was an actual rule, because if you open up the classroom and everybody's coming in and you're excited and everybody's going, who understands that? Absolutely nobody. It's like speaking in tongues with no understanding or something. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't work. So please, one person at a time. Dress for school. I watched a video. Yes, I know I'm old school, but I did. I watched a video, and it was this girl, and she said, when I go to online school, I dress my best. I pick out my cutest outfits and I put them on. Why? Because it helps you believe you're in the classroom. And if you're dressing for success, you feel more successful. I will never forget what the band director at Battle Creek Academy used to say. She said that all of the students were much better behaved when they were in concert attire, the black dresses for the girls and the black tuxes for the boys, much more so than when they were in their field uniforms, which are like polo shirts and khakis. And if it was just regular school clothes with blue jeans and things, it makes a difference. It really does. It makes a difference here, which is a pretty big difference to make. Make sure your device is charged. There is nothing worse than getting on and going to class and all of a sudden, and everything's absolutely gone all of a sudden. So make sure that you're plugged in. It happens to teachers too. It's happened to me, and it's very embarrassing and it's very frustrating. So just make sure that you're plugged in before time. Please pay attention. I have a son that's very good with woodworking and so forth, and he made me this coolly little top. I'll show you. For my computer. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's on top of a bunch of shelves. But what that allows me to do is store a bunch of stuff, but it also allows me to stand up and teach. It's okay if you're standing up to come to class, if you need to be standing up, but be focused. Be honed right into that camera and to Zoom. Make sure that you're paying attention. Be ready to learn, because that's what we're here for. On that note, please throw these in the trash. No, I never said that. Put them somewhere else, okay? Put these someplace else. They should not be coming to school with you. Maybe you need them for turning in an assignment, but do something with it. Put it over there on the other side of the room, or behind you where you're not tempted to look at it, or something. Do your best and have fun. And here we go. A little bit more in depth. Find a quiet space. I had students last year, and I have no clue how they were even able to function, because when they would unmute to say something, the TV was blaring, the family was being loud. It was anything but a good learning environment. It needs to be able to be quiet enough so that you're not distracted with the dog over there, or somebody saying something over here, or the TV going, or the radio blaring or something. It needs to be a spot, wherever that spot is. I had one student, I would ask them when I was helping them individually to go into the hallway at the apartment complex that they lived in because that was the only quiet place that they could find. And I'm not suggesting that that's a great idea either. But someplace where you cannot be distracted. Remove all the temptations, put them to the side, get rid of them, take them out of your room or wherever you're doing school from. Be in class 5 minutes early. My dad used to say, if you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. And I believe that, at least 5 minutes. Why? What happens when you turn on your computer just when class is starting and you find that you have no internet or no battery or something's not working? Then it's too late. You're already late. Be early so that you can be on time. Please, oh please, no shadow people. Really, no shadow people. So a shadow person is created when the light comes from behind you. It's shining on the back of your head. And if the camera were behind you, the back of your head would look lovely. But the front of your face looks like this. And it's distracting. Plus, teachers, again, need to be able to see that, they got it. Or, oh, no, they're struggling with this one. Don't we need that, teachers? We need that. We need to see your face, your facial expressions. So please, no shadow people. And I'm moving again because I'm going to attempt. I don't think it's going to work because I have, oh, maybe it did. Okay, so do you see what happened when I have light behind me? I also have light above me. There are two good places to have light. To the left or right of you, to the side, and also above you. But look at my face. When the light is behind me, and this light is brighter than the one in the room, I'm a shadow person all of a sudden, at least half of me is. So what happens if you don't happen to have a window beside you, or you don't have a light above you? Well, there are things called ring lights that are pretty cheap. I think I got mine for $5, no, $1.50 or something like that at Five and Below on sale. So they don't have to be super expensive. Yes, they sell nice ring lights that are worth a lot, but 15 bucks for an average maybe price ring light, it makes all the difference in the world. Please, oh please, use your first and last names on the screen. If you don't do that in classes that I'm teaching, you're probably not going to get in. Why? Because if I don't know who you are, I won't let you in. It's a crazy world that we live in, and it's not wise to just let in anyone into your Zoom room, right? So first and last names, especially at the beginning of the school year when we're trying to learn your names. And if you have cute little nicknames and so forth, that's good. But first and last given names would be wonderful. Please, please, please. That will help us out a lot. Keep your camera on at all times. If you are in any of my classes, you'll know that I'm all over that like white on rice, because if I can't see you, are you there? Are you? How would I know? Plus, again, I can't see your face. I don't know if you're struggling with a question or not. Also, and I don't think I need to say this to this age group, but we're going to come school appropriate in the way we sit as well as in the way we dress. I'm going to show you a trick. I taught for about 2.5 years for a company called VIP Kid. And this is something that I learned there. Watch what happens. You all have little thumbnails of people on your computer. I do too. I'm going to move my thumbnails from where they are right now to the bottom of my computer. Now, I am staring you guys straight in the eyes in your thumbnails. But what does it look like to you? Anybody unmute and tell me.
Like you're looking down at your keyboard?
Yeah, or anything else, right? It doesn't look like I'm paying attention. I am looking, right now I'm looking at Taylor and Frau Pettibone, right in the eyes. But they can't see that because it looks like I'm looking at something else down below. I'm going to put it back right under my camera. Is that a difference? That's different. Now I'm going to put it to the right. And again, it looks like I'm looking off. It doesn't look like I'm looking at you, and I'm going to put it on the left. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. If you'll leave those little thumbnails right under your camera, you'll be more like eyeball to eyeball with your teacher and your classmates. And it helps. After all, it's different, isn't it? To have a computer between you and another person. You're not sitting right next to each other together in a classroom setting. All these things help. All right. Be engaged. Participate in your class. Participate in your class. That means that if you are using the chat appropriately and commenting, and maybe your teacher is even asking you to write comments about the lesson in chat, that doesn't mean, hey, did you see that? Did you see what they did today? Or being unkind to other students or whatever. Be focused. Be riveted on what's happening on that computer screen. Make sure your camera is slightly above you, please. Do you see the difference? It's kind of big, right? It's kind of big. Slightly above you gives a nice appearance, but if it's like this, that's too much above you. If it's like this, it's pretty cool. If it's like this, it's definitely not good. Okay? Camera slightly above you. Remember that Sycamore Academy is a Christian school, which means clothes and screen pictures and backgrounds must represent Christ. Anything else that is on the dark side, shall we say, should not come to class. Enough said. Be kind and courteous and helpful to people in the class. You can either raise your real hand. Let me see you guys raise your real hand. Go. Are we paying attention? All right. Or you can raise your virtual hand. Do you know how to raise your virtual hand? Try it. There they go. Up they go. Yeah, either way. But do raise your hand if you want to say something. Don't just unmute and blurt. Raise your either virtual or real hand. Make sure that chats are on topic and wait till others are done talking to speak. Stay muted and sit quietly when you arrive in class. It's important. When it's your class time, you'll have that full 45 minutes. But when it's someone else's class time, then they need that full 45 minutes. All right, I still have a couple of hands raised, and I'm wondering if there are actually questions or if it's just somebody that forgot to put them down. Israel, do you have a question for me? No?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's all good. I know that you're participating. This is good. All right. Backgrounds. You know what, you guys? I love backgrounds. I really, really do. I'm going to give you just a very quick tour of my background. And they can be real, like mine is, or they can be virtual. But it makes things fun, I think. Hang on. There we go. All right. So we have Jesus and the cross over here. We have point charts for different classes, and they get excited about that because when they get full, they get a free day. We have a picture of Christ. We have the rules. We have, from top to bottom, give thanks, hello fall, and our theme for this year, which is fall in love with Jesus. Some welcome signs, the flag, Puerto Rican flag as well, because my family is Puerto Rican. Not me, but the rest of my family. My husband's side is Puerto Rican. So have fun. Backgrounds are just fun. And you can change them up as often as you want, as long as they're, somebody say the word.
Appropriate.
There we go. Yeah, as long as they're appropriate. Do your best and have fun, y'all. That's all I got for you today.
Thank you, Miss Bonnie.
Chess. Are we offering chess?
Okay. So, because I don't know why you're still highlighted. I tried to unhighlight you. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyways, because this is an online environment, things will go wrong. Your electricity will go off. Your Wi-Fi will go down. Teacher's electricity will go off. Teacher's Wi-Fi will go down. We don't panic. It's just going to happen. And I can assure you, sometime this year, you will either lose Wi-Fi or electricity. It just happens to everybody. So when that happens, if you have your parents' phone, or if you have a phone, you can text me and tell me it went down. We'll get on when we can. If you go to class and the teacher doesn't show up, sometimes it's because literally they got ready to sign on, their electricity went out, and they can't get on and they haven't had a chance to tell anybody. So if you go to class and you wait 5 minutes and they haven't let you in, come to my study hall. And we'll say, you can say, oh, Mrs. Hall didn't show up today. And I said, okay, I haven't heard from her. And then pretty soon a text will come through and Mrs. Hall will go, my electricity's down, give me a few minutes. Or my electricity's down and they told me it's not going to be on until tomorrow. And then we'll say, okay, we're just going to cancel class for today, unless we actually have a sub or somebody that can come in. Those kinds of things are just going to happen. Okay? I want to pull up Bright Thinker. Give me just a second. Okay. When you go to Bright Thinker, your classes are listed. And remember, because I'm the director, we get to use my language, and my language is Central Time. So all of the times, anytime you see a time, it's going to be in Central Time. So you have to make the adjustment for wherever you live. So on Bright Thinker, we put in, here's 6 social studies. A means first semester. TWR are the days of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you look on math, it has all 4, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We don't have classes on Friday. And then it says 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock Central Time. So just be sure that you know that. All the times that we send you typically are going to be in Central Time because we have probably 5 or 6 time zones. We have kids in Hawaii, we have kids on the West Coast, we have kids in Mountain Time, we have kids on Eastern Time, and then Israel, what's your time zone? I think I saw her in here. Anyways, we've got lots of time zones, so we just had to choose one, so we chose Central. When it is time for your class, click on it. And there will be your teacher's Zoom link and your teacher's email. So you can always get into the Zoom room, you can email your teacher, and down here at the bottom is going to be my room. So this is a study hall all year long, every day, and we have tutors in here. So if you were sick and missed a class, you can come in here, we'll help you. If you went to class and you're like, I don't even know, it was an algebra problem, come on in and we'll try to help you figure it out. And some kids just come in here because they feel like they study better when they're sitting in here. They'll say, would you please put me in a breakout room by myself and I'm going to do my work. So you are welcome to come into study hall anytime. If you have questions, if the teacher happens to not show up that day. The other thing is, if Mrs. Hall said, I can't be there and I don't have somebody to sub for her, we would go in and on this landing page, we would write, Mrs. Hall is not going to be in class today. Class is canceled. So just be aware to look at the landing page when you sign in because we do put notes in there if things are happening. Okay? The other thing that I want you to know is to look up here at announcements, and that's where we will be putting things like if there was a week of prayer or if we're doing Spirit Week and it's Pajama Day, we'll put it in there so you can always go up there and kind of see what's happening. Okay, and I will cover eye exercises. I also wanted to, just a second, I wanted to go to the website. Can you all see the website? Did that switch pictures? Okay. The other thing that I want you to know here, which I've told most of you, but if you go to members and go over to calendar, that is where you can see things that are happening. So our orientation is on here. And again, it's always going to be in Central Time. September 2, first day of school. And we will be having high school essay elections. That's going to be on the 4th. And so as we put things on in October, we'll have parent-teacher conferences on the 7th. And parents, you'll be coming into either my room or Miss Tammy's room, and the teachers will all be in breakout rooms, and there is a schedule, and we'll be putting you in there to talk with the teacher about the students' progress. A lot of the teachers like the students to come with their parents, so be aware of that. But there will be no classes that day. And then the 13th is also Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day. We've got Christmas on there, Thanksgiving on there, spring break is on there, all the holidays that we're going to take. So you'll want to be aware of the calendar as things happen, or if you happen to go to school one day and nobody's here, you might check the calendar and go, oh, it's a holiday, because those holidays creep up a lot. Okay? Any questions on that? I'm going to quit sharing. Okay, the other thing is y'all need to take care of your eyes. You're online, but we are living in an online world these days. It's just going to be online. We had a couple of kids that left and they ended up coming back. They said, oh, all the schools are using computers. Yeah, that's where we're at. So I would suggest that every hour you're doing a few eye exercises. Even if you're at the end of class or in class, take the time. So right now we're going to do one. Everybody look up as high as you can look, and then look down as far as you can look. Don't move your head, and look as far to the left as you can, and then look as far to the right as you can. Another one to do is to do a figure 8 with your hand and follow it with your eyes, but don't move your head. And one of the best is, it's called palming. And you cover your eyes so that it's pitch black in there. And it just gives your eyes relief from being open. Okay? And you'll want to hold that for probably 30 seconds or so. But then, when you are out of class, get outside. Use your long distance vision. You need close-up vision too, but you need long distance, and so you want to practice both kinds. So when you are out of school, get out. Get outside. Get some exercise and exercise your eyes. Okay? And we have a list of eye exercises. We'll try to send a letter out so you can do those. Okay. I think that I've covered everything. Does anybody have any questions? Do any of you? Ethan, what's your question?
For 7th grade homeroom, do we join your room?
Who's your teacher?
I don't know because I don't have.
Well, we will have the right teacher on there. We just filled that up yesterday with all the teachers, so we have all the teachers. But we may not. I don't think anybody's meeting in. Oh yeah, Mrs. Those that have McKenna, it will be in my room. McKenna Howard.
Okay, thank you.
7th or 8th grade. Yes. Ellie, question?
What happens if you're on vacation and you miss classes?
That's a great question. We are full of grace about those vacations because family time is so important. So if you are going to take a vacation and you know it's coming up, let your teachers know and let me know. We'll try to help you work ahead. And then when you get back, we're going to help you catch up.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so just let everybody know. Good question. Same if you're sick. I don't think I said that. If you wake up in the morning, now if you are sick, we want you to have your camera on, but this is online. So you literally can lay in bed and come to class. And if that happens, you might ask for special permission to keep your camera off just for that day only. We've had a few kids do that. But if you're just too sick to come to class, email your teachers, let them know, and then we'll help you the next day. Okay? Or as soon as you're well. Enoch.
When can we see our 7th grade schedule?
So you should be able to sign on to Bright Thinker and see your schedules. We've gotten just about everybody enrolled. If you're not enrolled, send me an email and I will put you on the list next. But as we're enrolling you, you shouldn't see assignments, but you should be able to see your schedule. And high schoolers have told me that you can put those in the right order. I'm not a student, so I can't order mine, but that's what I've heard that you can. But we'll have to check with other students if y'all don't know how. Israel.
Thank Miss Laurie, earlier you asked which time zone Jamaica is on. We're on Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's not an extra time zone. So we've got Israel who comes from Jamaica. So teachers, that would be a great place to go on vacation and go see Israel. Right, Israel?
Right, Miss Laurie, but things do change up when the U.S. goes at Eastern Standard Time because then the classes move
Oh, that's right.
an hour
Yeah.
further back.
You don't do daylight. Yeah, I got you. Yep. Hey, Daniel, what do you need?
I already have my classes in Bright Thinker, but I don't see homeroom. Is that just like we don't have homeroom, or
We haven't
is
gotten
it
homeroom added because we didn't have all the teachers assigned to homeroom. So those will be going in. Homeroom's not until a week from Thursday. Actually, I don't even know if they'll meet the first week, but we will get it in there. We'll get everybody added to homeroom. But thanks. Yeah, those have not been added. Xander. Oh, you know what, Xander, you need to do an advertisement for Crochet Club.
Oh, yeah. We're having crochet club this year, right?
Yes, and Mrs. Miller will be your sponsoring teacher.
Yep. And I just wanted to ask, are you able to add coding to my Bright Thinker? Because I have every single class but coding.
Yeah, send me, if you see a class that's missing, send me an email and I will add it. I would
Okay,
take
thank you.
notes, but I literally have a stack of papers. I'll get through my emails faster than those papers. So anybody needs me to add a class, send it to my email, Lori@sycamoreacademy.com, and I'll get your classes added. Try to get them all done today. Mrs. Pettibone, we need to talk. We've got Jordan, I think you're the problem. Are you the problem? There's a student that wants to take German and it didn't work with their schedule. Was that you, Jordan?
No, I was
No,
gonna,
somebody else. Okay, go ahead, Jordan. What did you need?
do I send you an email for my electives?
Yes, and we'll also be sending out a letter today. We're just now working on it, so that letter will go out. You can add or delete electives even up through the next 2 weeks. So, but if you already know what you want, send me an email. Okay? Any other questions? No? Okay. We are going to have a great year, you all. I'm so excited about this year. Remember that I'm here in study hall every single day. If you need anything, I'm here to help you. And we'll be seeing you next Tuesday when school begins. Okay? Enjoy your last week. Last week before it begins.
Miss Lori,
Yes.
I have a question. What if you want to add another like elective or a class?
Send me an email. Or you can come in tomorrow. I'll be here in the morning, but otherwise just send me an email and I'll add it. You can add as many as you want and can handle. And you can also try them and drop them. You know, if you go, oh, I would kind of like to try these 3 things, we'll add them and then you can decide which one you want.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Ethan.
I was wondering why, but I didn't see all my teachers. So I have classes. They have different teachers, and some of the teachers I didn't meet in this.
Yeah, some teachers couldn't make it today, so you'll have to meet them on Tuesday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anything else? I need to